Smaller portions, less processed food, more movement, less constant snacking. We've talked about what changed between the 1970s and today. But the real question isn't just what went wrong. The real question is, can we live like the 1970s again in a modern world? Is it even possible to turn back the clock on our habits without giving up our entire way of life? This is the hard truth. Part 3. You don't need a time machine to get healthier. You don't need to move to the 1970s. You just need to recreate the environment of the 1970s in your own home, right now. Why? Because human beings are creatures of their surroundings. We don't run on willpower alone. That's a myth that keeps people stuck. We respond to the cues and triggers in our environment. If your kitchen is full of hyper-processed, ready-to-eat foods, you'll eat them. It's that simple. In the 1970s, the environment was different. Most food in the home had one ingredient. An egg was an egg. A potato was a potato. Apples, onions, beef, chicken. Food looked like, well, food. It wasn't designed in a lab to make you crave more. The first step isn't a diet, it's an environmental redesign. Look inside your fridge, your pantry. What story does it tell? Is it a story of convenience or a story of nourishment? Changing that story is the first, most powerful step you can take. It's about making the healthy choice the easy choice, just like it used to be. Cooking used to be normal. A daily chore, like making your bed. Now, for many, it feels like a special occasion, a hobby reserved for weekends or holidays. But here's the secret about cooking that we've forgotten. Cooking is a built-in calorie control system. It automatically slows everything down. You have to shop for ingredients, wash them, chop them, and then actually cook them. The entire process takes time, which gives your body a chance to register hunger and fullness properly. Compare that to the modern food system. Fast food chains like McDonald's are not just selling burgers, they're selling speed. Their entire business model is built on eliminating the time between your craving and your consumption. Pull up to a window, and food appears in your hands in minutes. Home kitchens are built for the opposite. They are built for control. When you cook, you control the ingredients, you control the portion sizes, and most importantly, you control the pace. Reclaiming the kitchen isn't about becoming a gourmet chef. It's about reclaiming control from a food industry that profits from you losing it. It's about a simple meal, made by you. One of the single biggest differences between daily life today and life in the 1970s is the culture of constant snacking. Back then, people ate meals. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The periods between meals were for living, not for grazing. There wasn't a universe of granola bars, protein bites, chips, and crackers calling to you from every gas station, vending machine, and checkout counter. This endless availability of snacks has rewired our bodies. We've become a society of grazers, eating countless mini meals all day long. But here is what happens when you intentionally step away from that and return to a 3-meal structure. Your hunger hormones, like ghrelin and leptin, begin to stabilize. They learn to operate on a predictable schedule again. And suddenly, you realize you're not actually hungry all day. That feeling wasn't true hunger. It was a conditioned response to a food environment designed to keep you eating. The snack reset is powerful. Try it for a few days, 3 solid meals, and only water in between. You might be shocked at how quickly your body remembers how it's supposed to feel. In the 1970s, exercise wasn't a lifestyle brand. It wasn't something you posted about on social media. It was just life. People's daily routines were naturally filled with more movement. They walked to the corner store, they took the stairs because elevators were less common. They did more manual labor around the house and in the yard. It was built-in, low-intensity, all-day motion. Today, we've engineered movement out of our lives. We drive everywhere. We have remote controls for everything. We sit at desks for 8 hours, then maybe try to compensate with a punishing 1-hour workout at the gym. But our bodies weren't designed for that. They were designed for consistent, gentle movement. You don't need an expensive gym membership or a fancy connected bike to reclaim this. You just need to find ways to build motion back into your day. Park farther away. Take the stairs instead of the escalator. Get up and walk around for 5 minutes every hour. Stand while you take a phone call. These small deposits of activity accumulate, and they matter far more than you think. It's about daily motion, not just scheduled exercise. This might be the most overlooked factor of all: sleep. Think about it. In the 1970s, when the TV stations signed off for the night, the day was over. There was no endless scroll on a smartphone, no binge watching an entire series on Netflix until 3 in the morning. Our modern world is a sleep deprivation machine. The glowing screens keep our brains wired, suppressing the melatonin that tells our bodies it's time to rest. And this has a direct, devastating effect on our weight. Why? Because sleep is a master regulator of your hunger hormones. When you get less sleep, your body produces more ghrelin, the hormone that makes you feel hungry. At the same time, it produces less leptin, the hormone that tells you you're full. So, less sleep directly translates to more cravings, especially for high-calorie, sugary foods. More cravings lead to more calories consumed, and this cycle continues. The solution is simple, though not always easy. Prioritize sleep. Set a digital curfew. Put the phone down an hour before bed. Create a dark, cool, quiet environment. Protecting your sleep is one of the most effective things you can do to protect your health. Portion sizes have exploded over the past 50 years. But it happened so slowly, so gradually, that most of us never even noticed. It's like a frog in slowly boiling water. A bagel used to be about 3 inches in diameter and had 140 calories. Today, the average bagel is 6 inches across and can pack over 350 calories before you even add cream cheese. A standard soda was 6.5 ounces. Now, a small is often 16 or 20 ounces. What used to be a meal that could feed to people at a restaurant is now served as a standard single portion. Our eyes and our stomachs have been retrained to see these massive plates as normal. But we can retrain them. The fix is incredibly simple: use smaller plates. Studies show that when people use a 10-inch plate instead of a 12-inch plate, they naturally serve themselves less food and consume fewer calories without even feeling deprived. It's a simple psychological trick that works. Smaller plates, combined with eating more slowly and paying attention to your food, creates powerful portion awareness. You don't need to count every calorie when you simply put less on your plate to begin with. Small changes, big impact. So here is the real hard truth. The past wasn't perfect. The 1970s had plenty of its own problems. The truth isn't that everything was better back then. The truth is that the environment, the food environment, the physical environment, the social environment naturally helped people stay healthier without having to obsess over it. Their world was set up for incidental health. Today, our modern world is set up for the exact opposite. The default path leads towards more sedentary behavior, more processed food, and less sleep. But here's the hopeful part: environments can be redesigned. You have the power to redesign your own personal environment. At home. At work. In your daily routines. It's not about an extreme diet. It's not about punishment or depriving yourself. It's about consciously and intentionally rebuilding the simple, common sense habits that people once had naturally. Eat simpler food. Move your body more throughout the day, protect your sleep, and eat actual meals instead of snacking constantly. By changing your environment, you change your choices. And by changing your choices, you can reclaim your health. Thanks for watching.